Hey guys, okay, it's Kendra Vadney back again, and I want to do another little makeup demo for you guys. I wanted to show you another one of our palettes so that you get to see a couple more of them before our May Kudos is over. So I figured I would just go ahead and do this. So I'm going to, really quick, I'm still applying our Glorious Primer. I'm obsessed with our primer. If you guys have watched any of my videos in the past before, you know that this is like the #1 product I am always talking about. I don't think that you can put on your makeup without primer, and I don't think you can have a primer that is any better than ours. So if you guys don't know me, I am Kendra Vadney. I'm a Black Status presenter with Younique, and I like to do a little different makeup demo because I know there's a ton of people out here that work for Younique that are doing the demos, and they do amazing, but a lot of them are in their 20s. And for those of us that are not in our 20s or even our 30s or maybe even our 40s, it's kind of important for us to see a different makeup demo so that you can see that you don't have to be 20 to wear this makeup, and you can still use all the colors, all the products, and use them right and still get an amazing result. So that's what I'm doing, is sharing makeup for the not 20 group. Okay, could I say that a few more times? All right, you guys. So primer is on, and typically I will let my primer sit for about 5 or 10 minutes before I actually put on my makeup. But for the sake of this video, we're just gonna move right on. And today I'm in Washington, and the weather is gorgeous today. It's going to be in the 80s, which is really rare for us. So I think today I'm actually going to use BB cream. And I am using the color Honey in our BB cream. Now our BB cream is a light coverage foundation. It is hydrating. It leaves a dewy finish on your skin. So if you have dry skin at all, or you like a little bit of a dewier look, then this is a great product for you. I really, really love this product. Now, I have a bit of a tan, but I'm starting to lose it just a little bit, and I want a little bit more of a full coverage. So I like the light dewy, but I like to add a little bit more to it. So I'm just gonna put a drop or two of our liquid foundation, which is a medium to full coverage foundation that's buildable, but I'm gonna put a little lighter color in my Honey, knock it down just a tad, but give me a little bit of a fuller coverage. Now, do you need to do this? Absolutely not. I happen to have all the products, and I can do this, and I can mix them up, and I can make it exactly what I want. But we have plenty of colors to choose from, whether you're looking at liquid foundation, BB cream, powder, loose powder, whatever it might be. We have plenty of colors, and I can totally help color match you. So I'm just gonna apply this BB cream. Today is a pretty mellow day for me, so I'm not doing a massive makeup look. I didn't put any concealer on to hide my redness this morning because I'm just going pretty light coverage. I'll probably put some on over the top. So I just like to kind of spread this out on my face evenly in little circles. And then I'm going to use one of our blending buds that's already damp, and I'm going to just kind of stipple this in and press it into my skin. You don't want to swipe. You just kind of want to press it in so that it sits right on your skin. You're not smearing it. You're pushing it in, so it's not smearing it. Okay, we kind of covered that. So you can see how great that coverage is. This is just such a beautiful color and very natural. Doesn't look like a heavy foundation. Get it up into that hairline. And you can see that change, right? But you see the dewiness in my skin? I like it because I know it is absolutely hydrating me. Doesn't feel heavy or weighted whatsoever. But I do like to use a blending bud when I'm using my BB cream. I prefer it over using fingers to just wipe it on, I think a blending bud gives a better finish. So, okay. See that? I know the lighting's kind of coming in and out. I've got this lit up mirror here, which is making it a little more difficult. But we'll get in and out. I wonder, let me try something. No, that doesn't help. I'll turn it down though. Okay. So that is the BB cream with a little bit of liquid foundation for a little fuller coverage for me, and our glorious primer underneath that. From there, I think I'm going to go ahead and do just a little bit of highlighting with our Skin Perfecting Mineral Concealer right here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my fingers. And it's a little thicker, so you want to work that in. And now here's one of the reasons I like to do this is because we tend to think that contouring and highlighting is really something that should only be done with those girls that are younger, and that's just not true. Because just like anybody else, we like to accentuate our stronger features as well, right? But because we might have a little bit more mature skin, a few fine lines here and there, we want to make sure that we're not accentuating those and we're not putting product in that is going to be heavy. So it's important for us to stay thinner but still get the coverage. So I use the Skin Perfecting Mineral Concealer and really work it together, and as you work it in your fingers, it loosens it up, warms it up, and then just apply a thin coat. Now I'm going to leave this right now because I'm actually going to do a little bit of contouring, and I'm going to use a BB cream with that as well. And this is my chestnut color, in the color chestnut. I like this because again, it's the BB cream, it's lightweight, it's a little dewier finish for me. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that on our highlight and contour brush. Just a little on this brush. And put that away. And then I'm going to put a little bit right across the forehead. And right under the cheekbone. You want to accentuate that cheekbone. And then jawline. And then underneath the lip here for a pouty look. Now I'm just going to go down the side of my nose, and that's going to help make my nose look a little bit thinner. So what I'm doing is putting the dark product in the area that I kind of want to hide, and then the light product in the area that I want to pop. Okay, so the light is going to the lighter color is going to cause the light to draw to it and make that area pop out. Dark color kind of falls away. Now I'm going to take another blending bud, and I'm going to start, which one was that? Yeah, I'm going to start with the dark, and I'm just going to start pushing that in. Should have got something to hold my hair back. So same thing, stippling that dark color in. You want to do the dark first so that when you do the light, it can go over the top of it and the light will go over the dark rather than the dark over the light, because that will tend to muddy it. No matter what you're doing, whether you're using a cream, whether you're using a powder, whatever it is. You see that all of a sudden it just makes my cheekbones look like I have some. Okay. Now I'll work that in a little bit more. I'm going to go. This will make my jawline look a little bit shorter. I have a longer face, so I kind of want to draw that up a bit. And then along the nose, just tapping that in. You're really not getting rid of it. You're just tapping it in. You can still see kind of the outline of that where it makes my nose a little bit thinner. And then this is one of my favorite areas because it just gives your lip a little bit of a pout. See that? Okay, now I'm going to start working in the light area, and I'm going to draw the eyes down to a deep V and out. Just right along the bottom of the nose. See how that's lightening up so much? Chin, up the nose. All right, now I'm going to take another blending bud. Where did they all go? Okay, if you saw my desk, I swear you'd see makeup everywhere. It's so great. Such a fun part of being a girl. Okay. As you can see, this is not making a cakey look on me at all, and I don't want to accentuate anything, any type of fine lines that I might or might not have under my eyes, which, trust me, I have. I've earned them, right? It's years of wisdom. Now this little mark right here is just gonna help highlight, make that cheekbone seek out a little bit more. And I can see I need to do a little more blending. Okay, we're getting there. This is really a pretty quick and easy process. If I wasn't talking, then I could have it done pretty fast. And this can be a regular part of your makeup routine or just an occasional. It's one of my favorite parts to it, and I think it makes the biggest difference, so I do it quite a bit. It's kind of fun. All right, so now let's go ahead and I'm gonna throw, no, before I do that, I'm gonna add this. This is one of our newest products. This is our translucent setting powder. I love this product. This product has, it has little light diffusing minerals in it, so it actually blurs the look when someone looks at the area that has this on it. It blurs the look, so any fine lines that you might have do become blurry. So it's got this little mesh, almost trampoline type section in the middle where the product is at. This is our one of our newest brushes, this powder concealer brush. And I'm going to take the large end and I'm going to press it in there and generously apply this translucent powder, and I'm going to put it on pretty heavy in the area that I just put the highlighter, the highlighting concealer. And I'm going to let it sit for a while. This is called baking. This is a really fun addition to your makeup routine, and it changes the look quite a bit. So we're gonna leave that on. And while that sits for a few minutes, let's go ahead and move to brows as I grab my brow palette. Another new product with Younique, if you haven't seen this, is our Moodstruck Obsession brow palette. Check this out. This is so great. Comes in 3 different colors: blonde, brunette, and dark brunette. There's 5 different shades in each palette. You'll have a dark and a light brow powder, basically. You have a wax, and then 2 highlighters. This makes doing your brows so easy, and if you were never a brow person, I challenge you to try it and look at the difference, because doing your brows makes such a difference on your face. One of the things that happens as we age is we start losing little brow fibers, little brow hairs, and it starts to make us look older. So by making your brows a little bit bolder, a little bit fuller, then you will take a couple years off of your look. So I'm going to use our new Brow Artistry brush. I'm going to use the angled end, and I'm kind of between the blonde and the brunette. Obviously blonde, I have a little bit lighter brows, so I kind of use both the light and dark color, kind of go back and forth. And to get that on my brush, and I'm going to line the bottom of my brows and the top of my brows. I'm just going to follow the actual, the normal pattern, and then I'm going to fill it in. So start on the bottom here. And just follow that normal line. And on the top, I start a little bit further back. And follow that pattern. I'm going to draw my brow out just a little bit further, because your brows should start, if you go straight up your nose to eye line, your brow should start right where that your brush would be. And then your arc should be from your nose through your pupil, and the end from your nose to the end of your eye. And that's how you know exactly where your brow should sit. Now I'm going to fill this in just lightly. You can go bold, or you could just fill it in lightly, depending on what you really have planned. It's a pretty versatile area, but it makes such a difference. Now I started my top a little bit further back. Now I'm going to take the lighter color, and I'm just going to kind of blend that in. You want the front area just a little bit lighter, not as bold as the fill. See that? It's kind of a difference, don't you think? All right, now let's do the other eye. This is my thinner brow, so it takes a little bit more work with this one for me. Everybody has a brow that's different. They are sisters, not twins. So I have to line this one a little bit more generously outside of the normal brow line. And then fill it in. Still follow the same line, you just maybe overline a bit. And this is a powder, so if you make a mistake, it's easy to fix and erase. You can use a little concealer and go over that area and clean them up. Or take a Q-tip and just rub. Okay. Draw that a little bit more. Through there. Okay, I think we've got that. And if I need to clean it up, I will do so. I want to do my eyes. Now I'm going to take the flat end of this brush, take this pink highlight, which is like a cream, just brush that on, and I'm going to take it right at the bottom of my lash line and tap it on there. You can see that highlight just a little bit. I tap it on and then I just rub it in. Just a light. It kind of keeps that line a little bit cleaner. And that side as well. Okay, now I'll do the same thing with the cream color. It just adds a little bit more of the cream tone to highlight. It adheres right to that pink cream. Okay. So there is the brows. Need to bring that down just a little bit more, don't I? Always fixable. There we go. Call that. All right, now we're going to get rid of that baking that we did with the translucent powder. So you're going to take that same brush and I am just going to brush off the excess, and you'll see it just adds a nice soft glow. All right, now I'm going to move to, I'm going to do a little bronzer, add a little bit of sun-kissed look back to my cheeks. When you use a bronzer, if you're not using it for a highlighter, just want to use it for a bronzer. We have 3 different colors of bronzer. This Beach Fun bronzer is seriously an amazing product. I use it for bronzer, I use it for eyeshadow, I've used it on my lips. You can use it for a highlight or a contour. It's just a very versatile, amazing product. 3 colors, Sunset, Hermosa, and Malibu. I am using Malibu. It's a little bit darker. So when you're using this as a bronzer, you think about the 3 and E pattern. So you're gonna start just kind of at the top here and come down and go in a 3. And the other side, same way down the side, at the cheek, and then again, a little bit at the jawline, just to add a little sun-kissed look. It's very natural, very easy, very forgiving. So if you start off light, but if you get too much of it, you feel like it's too heavy, then all you have to do is go over it with a little bit of a powder, pressed powder, and lighten that up. And that helps set it in as well. Okay, see that difference? Now lighting here, trying to figure out where it's best. Okay, so now let's do, like I said, we'll take a little bit of pressed powder and just go right over that, set it all in. And I know you're thinking, pressed powder, why are you going over it with a lighter pressed powder? This is our pressed powder, which is another amazing product. In taffeta, it is lighter than what I put on, but it's just gonna soften and blend any edges. I can't get enough of this product. This is great. It's another one that you can actually just use as a foundation. We have just, our products are so incredibly versatile. There's so many uses for them. And the powder is one of them. The powder is, it's a medium coverage if you want it to be, and you can actually use that as a foundation if you want. So let's move on, throw a little blush on. And we have 5 colors of blushes, highly pigmented, beautiful colors. Little goes a long way. I've had this one for as long as I've been with Younique, and it's been out, so it's been over 3 years, and I have not replaced it. Yes, I have all 5 colors. I use all of them, but this is my everyday go-to, so I use this probably 75% of the time. And you look, you don't even see the bottom. So this is Color Sweet. It's just a nice neutral rose that goes basically with any skin tone. It's not too pink, it's not too corally. It's just kind of a perfect, easy color. Just put a little blush back in those cheeks. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so let's move on to the eyes. We'll move on to a new palette, which, because I think the last time I did this, I used palette 1, and I think I'm gonna use palette 3 this time. So I'm gonna curl my lashes really quick. I like to do this before I do my eyeshadow so that I don't mess up my eyeshadow after. Okay, let's find palette 3. There it is. Palette 3 is our pinks, purples, silvers, gorgeous palette. Again, highly pigmented, lasts forever, little goes a long way, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. So let's see what we're gonna do today. Get me a fluffy brush here and clean that off just a little bit. So I'm just going to use a fluffy brush here, and I'm going to use this color Tickled right here, and I'm going to set that into my crease a bit. Just going to press that right in where I want it. And then buff it in. Just blend, blend, blend. You can see that makes a nice light, really pretty transition color. I'm going to buff up into the edge here just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. And soften it up. See that? It's so pretty. I use this color as a transition color for so many different looks. And blend. I could literally just put this color on, throw on maybe a little bit of eyeliner, mascara, and call it a day. It's a nice soft look. Keep wanting to drop my brush. Okay, so just keep blending a little windshield wiper motion right along your crease, the top of your eyeball, and just follow that along, and make sure you blend at the top to soften that look. So you start with a little. If you need more, then you can add. have a little scar on my lid here, which always makes it look like I have a little bit of a darker area, but that's just one of my imperfections that I work with. We all have them, and you just work with them, right? Okay, so I use Tickled as a transition color, and I think I'm going to get a little bit brave, and I'm going to take a little bit of this Cheeky, I think. This is a pretty shimmery purple, and I'm going to place that in my V with this angled shadow brush, and just going to place that right in the crease, and then bring it down here. A little goes a long way. So that dark color is just going to actually accentuate, it's going to make a new crease basically. So it's going to add some dimension. You see the difference there? The depth in my eye. Now I'm going to take another blending brush that I have here, and I'm going to blend that in. It's going to kind of fill in the corner. And again, blend over. It'll keep the more color in the corner here, but bring just a little bit more into the eye. Pretty, right? Gorgeous colors. Love that. Okay, let's shoot for the left eye, which is always my difficult eye to do. It's what happens when you're right-handed, I guess, right? So V again, the bottom. And the top. Okay. Gonna need to blend a little bit more on this one. So you guys, you do not need to be perfect. Anything like this eye was a little heavy on the V, and I will just blend, blend, blend until it matches up and draw off. Like I said, there's that scar there, which I can lighten up when I'm done here. I'll throw a little bit more of the Tickled on the top of that. Now, I am not a makeup artist by any stretch of the imagination, but I love to play with the products. I love to try new things. It's all about just continuing to try and find what you like. Now, I'm going to, let's add a little bit more Tickled on the top and pull that down. That's so everything is fixable. Don't think that you have to be any sort of a makeup artist or pro to do this. If that was the case, I would not be making these videos. I'm going to take a little bit of that Tickled, and I'm just going to bring it down underneath my eye to draw the bottom and the top together. That pulls that out. Okay. Get one more little. So you just keep going in and fixing what you it didn't exactly go the way you want it to. There we go. Just keep blending. Okay, enough playing there. I may need to, let's see, now I can take my little concealer brush here and clean up edges. Everything is fixable. So just play. No rules to makeup. None. None, none, none. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit on the lid. And I think I'm going to take this Smitten color. Sorry, right here. Which is a little bit of a foiled silvery gray. Just place that on the lid. Now, I'd said before that these are all pigments. All of our colors are pigmented. So we don't brush it in. You're just going to pat it on. You will brush when you are trying to blend. Like I still keep trying. Little scar. Okay. So that is palette 3, you guys. Check that out. It's such a gorgeous palette. Absolutely love it. If you like purples and silvers at all, this is a great palette for you. In our Kudos this month is you get a palette, one of your choice, and we have 5 palettes. You get an eyeliner, color of your choice. You get our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, which I will show you, and you get a makeup bag that has a drawstring. It's a great little bag that pops open. Put your makeup all in it, grab the string, draw it up, and you're on your way. It's perfect for the gym. So it is a really great deal at $74. And if you think that our palettes alone are $49, it's a really good deal. So I'm going to take our eyeliner in Perfect. This is our black, and I'm going to line my waterline, my top waterline. So if you've never done this, just be careful. So that just gets the top of your lash line. And then the bottom as well. So I'm just doing my waterline here. And then I'm going to take that same brush that I was using, and I'm just going to blend out what comes down. Blend it out with that Tickled, and smoke that eye out a little bit. And it'll draw it'll draw the eyes out this way, open them up just a little bit. See that? Okay, so that was our Perfect pencil. Now let's go ahead and start with a little bit of mascara. and our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. If you've never used it, then you really should. Gel and fibers, 3-step process. I've already curled my lashes, so I'm going to start with our gel, which is the long tube, and I'm going to apply this all over my lashes. It's almost time for me to open a new mascara. It's like one of my favorite days ever is new mascara day. Our mascara will last, I go through mine, I use mine, change mine out probably every 6 to 8 weeks, just because I really like a new one. We don't have preservatives in our products, so you truly do want to swap them out when it's time. Okay, so this is the gel on my lashes, and you can see I really don't have much for lashes as it is, so the gel itself has already made a difference. Now I'm going to use the fibers. When you pull out your wand, a lot of times the fibers will be a little wild. You just want to roll it on your hand if you need to, and then you're going to apply the fibers to the last 2/3 of your lashes, and you will see those change before your eyes. I mean, look at that. That's one coat. This mascara is buildable. I usually myself do 2 because my lashes are very small. So we'll go to the next eye, and again, watch this change. Just in the gel, which is just pretty much like a regular mascara, except we've got polymers in here that help the fibers adhere. So a regular mascara would not be what you want to use with our fibers, or any fibers. You really want them to stick. So a good coating of the gel, and then to the fibers. And now watch. You can see that difference, right? Now it looks like, in that mirror, it looks like they're clumped together there, but they're not. That's just a nice thick area of my lashes right there. Now I'm going to throw a little on the bottom, and then I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes before I do a second coat. I want to make sure that the fibers are nice and stuck on the gel before I add gel to the top of it again. I do not use fibers on my bottom lashes. You can, if you like a bigger, more standout bottom lash. To me, if I was going out, had something big going on, then I would do that, but it's not a look I necessarily need. Okay, so that is one coat of the mascara. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm going to, let's see if I have any. If fibers fall, just brush them off. I mean, they are little fibers and they might fall, but you just brush them off. It's not a big deal. Okay, so let's pick a lip. What are we going to do today? I'm going to do something pretty quiet, I think. And our lip liners are like some of my favorite things to play with. They're so great. Just love them. Let's do a Plush, which is a nude lip liner here. And I'm going to overline just a bit. This is kind of a nude with a little bit of a purple, maybe a little mauve hint to it. kind of want to, if you overline your lips a bit, it makes them look a little bit bigger. And I think it's, you know, as we age, then our lips tend to not look as full. So by overlining them and adding some fullness back into them, it's another trick to help us look a little bit, our faces look a little bit younger. Not that we're trying to deny our age whatsoever, but we want the, you know, put the best look out there that we feel we can. Okay. Now I think I will do, I think I'm just gonna try maybe, where is it? I have a lot of lipsticks up here, you guys. Or maybe, you know what? Let's just do, I think I'm just gonna do a lip gloss and go with this Polar, which is one of our newer lip glosses. It's almost like an icy pink. I just love this. Maybe I will add a lip bonbon on the top in our raspberry cheesecake. This is our lip bonbon, which is just a lip conditioner, a little bit tinted, has a little bit of a flavor to it. So you see a little pink here. That on, and then I'm going to add just this Lucid. I think I may have called it something else. Put that right over the top. It's just such a great soft little pink, very easy lip. But see the outline? When you line your lips like that, it just adds a little bit more for you. And it's just a fun look. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the second coat of mascara. So I'm gonna take the gel right over the top. What I'm doing is sealing in the fibers that I already put on. So I'm gonna take that all the way and a good coat just to make sure that I'm sealing those in. And then once I do that, I'll take a little bit more and I'm going to focus on just the ends of my lashes for the second coat. Because I don't need any more fullness, just want a little more length. Okay. And then fibers just to the end. See that? This is really good stuff, you guys. I love this mascara. If you've tried Younique mascara in the past, whether it was our very first Fiber Lash mascara, 3D Fiber Lash, or whether it was the second 3D Plus, this one is new and absolutely worth trying. It is the best one we've had yet. It is just, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it out there, and I have tried all of them just to be sure. Because if I'm going to share it with customers, I want to make sure that I am selling them exactly what I say I am. The best mascara out there. Now, if you get a little bit of a fiber stuck, which I have a little bit of a little extra there. I thought that my brush would take it off. I'm just gonna poke my eye out. There we go. I guess that worked. separate them. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna let that dry, and I will top coat one more time just to make sure that everything stays put. You always have to top coat your mascara, always. Now it's funny, in the camera it looks as though they're connected, but they are not. They look perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna add just a little bit more fun to my face, and I'm gonna use, ta-da, our this is our powder illuminizer. I'm gonna take my fan brush and I'm gonna add just a little bit of highlight. Look at that shimmer. Check that out. How fun is that? Okay. So a little bit to the cheeks, down the nose, Cupid's bow, and above the eyebrows. And that's it. That's it. We're done. If you have any questions, message me, send them below. I will answer them. If you need color match, send me an email. It will be attached with this as well, and as well as my link. And I am happy to help you out with anything you might need. If you see anything you have questions on, then let me know. Don't forget, May Kudos includes the palette of your choice, eyeliner of your choice, mascara, and a bag. It's a great deal. Goes till May 31st. It's $74. Anytime you spend $100 with Younique, you get free shipping. Not only that, if you think about spending $100 with Younique, please contact me first so I can give you a way to get some credit for the next time you shop. All right, that's it. Thank you so much, and I will be back later with more. All right, thanks guys.